All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday night. I just got back from the gym. I also had a good sauna session there. I'm looking into the camera, right? That's good. And before I went to the gym, I watched Alex Hormozy's, what was it called? Money Models launch of his book. And obviously, it was a big event. I mean, I think at some point, even 113 or 130,000 people watched it live. And obviously, it meant something for him. He prepared a lot and he did a good job, I would say. I didn't watch the whole thing because I had to leave, but you obviously seem to, when someone is putting in effort. And although he put a lot of effort in, I'm not trying to make it bad, but even in Alex Hormozy, who probably prepared his speech like 1,000 times, was a bit nervous. And today's topic is going to be about how when you're a child, when you're a teenager, some people even when they're adults or when they're in their grandpa diapers, don't realize the fact that anybody, without exceptions, anybody who has achieved some kind of status, who's maybe famous, who's extremely wealthy, and I've been there because I've seen it with my own eyes. Nobody of them is special. Nobody. You get to the point where you meet a couple of them in real life, especially. That's the moment when it clicks, and you just think to yourself, how? How has this dickhead achieved this, right? And obviously, as a lot of things, I don't want to sound too wishy-washy, but a lot of things are just belief systems in your life, and many people who are so well equipped with their capabilities, with their standpoint, with their background, will never ever get to that point because they simply just can't see it. And it just sometimes it crushes me. It crushes me. Sometimes we live it in. Sometimes it crushes me, but not in a bad way. Like I'm very shocked when I see people, especially when they like admire other people so crazy, like they were gods. It's just like oof, rough. And yeah, it's very fascinating because I also started my job a couple of days ago at the new company, and I respect the founders. I respect anybody who is trying to do something not aligned with, I would say, society's plans for them. And but even them, although I respect them, like it's not something out of the order of the universe, if that makes sense. And yeah, it's crazy when you truly get it. You become very self-aware in the sense of what you are actually able to achieve and realize the factors that actually matter, which is just consistency, discipline, and just trying to make no bad bets. Like if you try to be consistent, if you are, let's say, if you don't make big mistakes in your life, it's going to be a matter of time. Now you might achieve things at 30 or you're young in your 20s, even if you started a decade ago, or in your 40s. I mean, at some point it's going to click, right? But I see so many people like who have so much wealth but lack character. And the bald head, Mr. Mr. Tate, once said something that once you become rich, your character basically gets frozen, and you're just the type of person that you are the moment you got rich. I don't know if I would agree with that, but it kind of makes a bit sense because I really see how money amplifies your character attributes. Like if you're a dork, like if you're a dickhead, you're even a bigger dickhead with money. If you are a genuinely good person, you are even a better generally good person. Oh, my laptop almost crashed. Yeah, but we'll keep it in. We don't care. As I said, you're even a better person. Generally, you're even generally a better person. And with all these things, obviously, there comes a lack of what lack? I think I simply forgot what I wanted to say. But yeah. However, when you think about these things, you also start to question yourself, like, what am I lacking of? And not from a sense of like, oh, I'm not whole and all this type. Like, you generally think like, am I strong? Am I charismatic? Are my linguistic abilities good enough? Which mine are definitely not yet. And yeah, it's very fascinating to just see beyond the scope of money. Now, obviously, money is the main factor and the only thing that we keep track of, which will always be at the tier front of any human being, if they want or not, no matter how left wing they are. But yeah, it's just very fascinating, and this is probably going to be a quick one because I'm very tired, and all my ideas come sometimes in the morning and sometimes when I'm extremely relaxed. But today is not the day. But yeah, started the job, and let's see what happens. Let's see where this will go. I'm obviously focusing myself on that right now, and I like the company. The company is very good. I'm not gonna say the company's name, but anybody who has two brain cells can find out what company I'm working for now. I like it in genuine. I like it in general really really much because just a lot of factors align with my character and even the mission of the company, which I truthfully, I genuinely don't care about a company. At least I didn't when I can be honest. Like anybody who works for a company, most of the time doesn't care. Now, I'm not saying I care a lot about this company. That's just it's just honest. But I really I'm starting to really like it because I see the value and I see obviously how it aligns with what I want and if I can deliver them also something that is good for them, win-win. But yeah, it's I like the founders, I like my colleagues, a colleague that also started with me, very interesting guy, very interesting guy. He is genuinely one of the type of persons that I who just gets it. And I can see how they thought about the hiring process when they hired him and me. Because he is just, I would say, nonchalant, but also, now he's from a very wealthy background, but still, he has a very interesting character. Like, he's one of the guys I already can say who is very obviously not completely detached, but who is very relaxed about how life goes and doesn't worry so much, which can be a great thing at certain times. Now we obviously know that we can't control most of the things except for what we think, maybe. So yeah, he's a good guy, and we'll see what the future might bring. I hope for the best. Sitting here still in my multi-million-dollar apartment somewhere in Germany. But yeah, let's see. Tomorrow Sunday, the same program. It's very important to go to the gym. I'm obviously not that old, but even the older I get, I see just how my mind needs it. How I'm calmer when I go to the gym and when I hit the sauna, especially when I have the time. But for now, it's enough. This is our quick update video. The message of the video, as in the beginning already said, nobody special. And the more you think someone is special, the more you're gonna fuck up when you talk to them, and the more you're gonna fuck up in general in life, because you don't see the value in yourself. Obviously, we live in a world where everybody thinks he or she is special. This can be used to gaslight yourself and to benefit yourself, which am I doing this? No, I'm generally a motherfucker. But still, self-esteem is very important. It's very, very important. And let that be the message of this video, which is, yeah, nobody's special. Almost nobody.